Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook for the 3rd of June 2021. In today's market outlook, as per usual, I'm going to be discussing the DXY alongside the most interesting dollar pairs. So yeah, let's dive in. So to begin with, the DXY. So the DXY rejected from this potential reversal area over here and from this resistance area. So once that resistance area got rejected, we saw a massive bearish 4-hour candle. This occurred at the beginning of the New York session, and since then we started basing out at the 618 and at this potential lower time frame reversal area. So once we bottomed out and flattened out, we rejected from the 618 and have started moving bullish since. So once I saw that we had this 618 retracement in towards this lower time frame reversal area, I did start to look for potential longs on the dollar, and therefore I decided to take some shorts on, for instance, EURUSD and AUDUSD, which I will explain shortly. So for now, what I'm expecting from the DXY is a push back up in towards the highs. However, it is important that we do soon start breaking this resistance area, because this major area of resistance is really becoming a problem for the DXY. So as you guys know, the more times you reject an area of resistance, the higher the chance that it will at a certain point in time break. So therefore I am convinced that we will soon break this area of resistance. So if we do not break this area of resistance and, for instance, create a new double top up above over here, I am convinced that we will most likely will start seeing some more downside, and then it all comes down to how we react to this level over here and if we create a new lower low on the 4-hour time frame or not. So yep, that's the DXY. Let's head over to Aussie dollar. And Aussie dollar, fantastic position, which I shared within the live chat of the community. So yeah, Aussie dollar, pretty clear. As you guys know, I did say that we were most likely going to see more downside from over here. So as you guys know, we had the 786 fib retracement with that third trendline touch. So after that, we started tanking towards the downside. However, what I then did was that I went into towards the lower time frame. So I had a look at what the 1 hour was doing. And on the 1 hour, we could see that we had a beautiful structure break. So we had a new lower low in comparison to this low and this low. This was our new lower low. So the downtrend was very obvious. So once we had that downtrend, what I waited for was a retest of the ascending trend line, which we perfectly got. And then after that, all I did was waited for confirmation to then take a short towards the downside. So my first profit target is about to get hit. After that, I'm going to set my position to break even, and I will just let this one ride out, potentially all the way back down towards the lows over here at the minus 618 fib retracement. So yeah, that's Aussie dollar. I'm expecting more downside, especially if we take out this low over here. If we do create a double bottom, we could from here onwards start seeing more upside once again. So we have to take out this low. So also short on euro dollar. So euro dollar is a very interesting one. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, what we have over here essentially is the high, is the low, is the high, and I'm now expecting a potential new low. So as you guys know, I did have the ascending wedge drawn in yesterday, which was a little bit more slim like this. So that didn't play out, but what we're now seeing is an ascending channel. So what I'm very aware of is that we have to set this position to break even a little bit early, mainly due to the fact that we could still start impulsing back towards the upside. Because what could happen is that you have this fib over here, that we start retracing from the 618 over here and start moving back up in towards the highs to see that channel maturement, which is very visible on the 4-hour, right? Because on the 4-hour, we've only had 2 touches, so a 1 and a 2. We haven't had that third touch or a fake out on the second high of the upper ascending channel. So what I'm waiting for at the moment is either we're going to start crashing further towards the downside, So take out this low, then all is good, and we'll see a break out of this ascending trend line, and we will most likely see that 1.21326 level. Or if we do start retracing back up from here, I will start looking for longs all the way back up into 1.22545. So yeah, setting my euro dollar position to break even, letting it ride, and let's see how we react to this 618 level. So yeah, that's euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar. So yeah, you guys know I have been calling pound dollar longs from this potential zone that we have over here. If you want to see those videos, make sure to check out, I think it's Monday's analysis. So yeah, beautiful analysis on pound dollar, excuse me. So we've been impulsing back up from this zone over here. So you could have taken some potential longs, possibly on the lower time frame. So yeah, beautiful movements within the market on pound dollar. So pound dollar at the moment is not that interesting for me, not really interested in trading it. What we could potentially see is a nice long from this area, so from the 618 potentially. However, would rather just wait for a breakout back down towards the lows. So either a break of this low over here back in towards the downside, or a break of this high back up in towards the highs. So at the moment, anything could really happen on pound dollar in my opinion. Of course, moving back up towards the upside would be the most logical option. However, we do have channel maturement, and therefore I wouldn't be surprised if we do start tanking back towards the downside. However, what I would like to see is one more push back up in towards the highs, for instance back up in towards the 618, to then really start tanking, instead of start tanking from this 0.5 fib level. So yeah, that's pound dollar. Let's head over to our last pair, which is Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar has been faking out on that low, which I did mention in yesterday's episode. So at around the 0.72129, from there started moving bullish. So you could have taken some sort of a lower time frame entry. However, not really interested in that personally. So currently NZDUSD is creating a new lower low, which is beautiful to see. So let's see if we can see a trend continuation back towards the downside. At the moment, Kiwi dollar, not that interesting to trade personally, but what we could see is potentially a lower time frame entry. So if we go to the 30 minutes, what we could see is that if we create a new obvious lower low in comparison to this low and this low, we could get in on the potential retest back towards that trend line, and even back in towards that zone at around 0.717, which I've been calling for some time now. So yeah, overall, everything's looking pretty good, to be honest. Let's just have one more look at the DXY. Yeah, so DXY moving bullish, but it's all dependent on how the next 4-hour candle closes in 14 minutes. I would love to see the DXY move up higher, so let's see what happens once we reach the next area of resistance. So yeah, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in our next episode. So thanks guys.